Alright, today's video is a recap of 1.4 formative and then reteach that we did today in class. So first up, the students took a formative assessment. And the first question on that formative assessment was, check all of the factor pairs for the number 18. You will have more than one correct answer. And the ones that you should have checked, the factor pairs that give you 18 would of course be 1 times 18, 3 times 6, and 2 times 9. 8 times 2, of course, gives you 16, so you wouldn't check that one. And 3 times 9 gives you 27, so you would not check that one. Second question on the formative was, what is the prime factorization of 28? Well, first, 28 breaks down into being 4 times 7. 7 is prime, so that one's done, but 4 is composite, so I need to break 4 down into 2 times 2. Then, those two are prime numbers, so my prime factorization would be 2 times 2 times 7. A lot of students in class thought this was the right answer, but remember, for prime factorization, all of your numbers need to be prime, and 4 is not a prime number. The correct answer is this one. Last question says, find the number represented by the prime factorization. Well, 3 to the second power means 3 times 3, which is 9, and then 9 times 2 is 18. The most common mistake I got as the wrong answer for this one is a lot of students told me it was 12 because they were thinking 3 times 2, which is 6, and then 6 times 2. But no, this does not mean 3 times 2. It means 3 times 3. So then, depending on how students did on that formative, then we split up into reteaching groups. And the first thing I retaught was, what is a factor pair? And the factor pairs are two numbers, and when you multiply them together, you get the original number. So we did the factor pairs of 12, of course, would be 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. The factor pairs of 42 would be 2 times 21, 7 times 6, 42 times 1, and then 3 times 14. So please pause the video and try listing all the factor pairs you can for these numbers. To check, you should have gotten the factor pairs of 5 times 7 and 35 times 1. The only factor pair for 17 is just 1 times 17. But then there's lots of factor pairs for 60. We have 20 times 3, 12 times 5, 10 times 6, 30 times 2, 4 times 15, and of course 1 times 60. Next thing we practiced was finding the prime factorization. So you have to think to yourself, what two numbers do I multiply together to get 42? And we thought of 6 times 7. Well, 7's a prime number, so that one's done, but 6 is not. 6 can break down into 2 times 3, which then gives me two prime numbers, so my prime factorization would be 2 times 3 times 7. Please pause the video and find the prime factorization of these two numbers. For 81, you should first break it down to be 9 times 9, but then neither of those are prime numbers. They can both be broken down into 3 times 3, which gives me the prime factorization of 81 would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 50, of course, can be broken down into 5 times 10. 5 is a prime number, so that one's done, but 10 can be broken down into 2 times 5. Well, then you have all prime numbers here, so my prime factorization would be 2 times 5 times 5. Last up was multiplying factors together to get what your original number was. So for this one, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 5, the original number was 20, and this is the prime factorization of 20. Please pause the video and do these two on your own. Well, this first one, 2 to the third power, should give you 8. So then 8 times 3 times 5, well, I did 8 times 5, which is 40, and then 40 times 3, which gave me 120. Well, 2 to the second power is 4, and 5 to the second power is 25, so then 4 times 25 should give you 100 as your number. Thank you for watching the video. If you ever need any help, please don't be afraid to email or come to my open Zoom at 1:15 to 1:45 in the afternoon. Thanks for watching.